From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
By the wide receiver.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going to let it go again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. Following the interception, Winston being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10.
Every time Michael Thomas makes a catch, I can't help but marvel about the 2019 season. 149 catches, but how about the receiving yardage? 1,725 yards. I don't care what the game plan was on defense, Michael Thomas found a way to beat it.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11.
At their 48-yard line.
Jameis again. Looking long for Thomas. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Going up top for Miller. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Throwing on first down is Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They'll give him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Gay missed it. Pulled it off to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
3rd and long for Winston. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
The 9-yard line.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have taken the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, Brady going deep this time from the got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Brady going to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Complete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McCoy. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Paul Richardson there to make the grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they nearly get this this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. The yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Jenkins on the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Brady going up top for Miller. Man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Matt Gay.
Scotty Miller, 53 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Saints 7.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for the Saints. 44 yards. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
It's Kamara in the passing game. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Jameis to throw it. That's caught. It's Sanders for the Saints touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take.
The Saints take over 1st and
from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Winston. That's caught. It's Sanders for the Saints touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints have moved out in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Saints 21, Buccaneers 14.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Again, it's Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 3. Brings
in the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Winston now. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. It's intercepted. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off.
And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. But he's able to get it back. Tough.
Playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
At the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Kamara. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 26. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
3-yard line.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside and 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And they'll get him down right around the 16. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
The 16-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Third down, here's Kamara. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They just do get the play off. Now Winston. And that's caught by Smith. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. They run it again with Kamara. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Saints 28. Buccaneers.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way to put it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Marcus Williams. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And it's caught, the tight end Hill.
Winston's
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Winston. Left side here to Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Traquan Smith.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
At the 21-yard line.
Jameis now on 1st down. Dancing to his, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Lutz puts this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
It was JPP that time, Jason Pierre-Paul, who got in there to blow that play up. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off here the 32.